The legal industry is very competitive. In order to attract talent to the law firm, we have to be able to portray to our candidates what it's like to work at Akin Gump. Our culture is very collaborative and collegial, and people who join our firm are able to work with extremely talented people across all of our practices, our departments and our offices. So what we look for in candidates is somebody who can work in a very fast-paced environment and be very collegial and collaborative with their coworkers.
Our new hire journey has evolved quite a bit over the past few years. It is something that we have been working on and building to make it a much more seamless and welcoming type of process. For example, we have moved away from as much paperwork as possible. We have tried to make the new hire experience from the point where they start looking at the firm to be more modern, to be more simple. Remove barriers for somebody applying and getting to know who we are and getting a feeling for how the firm operates and what we do. And then as somebody joins the firm, removing as many obstacles for somebody to be successful and bring their talents to bear. So we have gone from very paper-driven, process, administrative-driven to simplified and relationship-driven. The new hire experience, I think, has both direct and indirect outcomes for the business, and some that we've already begun to see. And if I take some of the most simplistic parts that we wanted, we had this vision of being able to remove barriers from someone being successful within their first day, their first week, their first month. Imagine, you're excited to do a job, you have the skills to do a job, but then we throw so many hurdles in your way that keep you from doing that job. Well, over the last year or two, we've been able to remove those hurdles so that when you come in, you're actually able to understand the systems and tools that are at your disposal. You're able to access those systems and tools, and you're able to navigate the physical environment, but also the culture.
In my opinion, one of the biggest impacts the Silk Road system has had on our new hires is that we're able to put them in as a pending hire in our HRIS system. And that way, their login information is able to replicate throughout other systems. Prior to Silk Road, they weren't updated in all of the systems on day one. It took about a week to have them integrated fully in our IT system. But now that we can enter them early, they're able to be up and running on the first day.
As a hiring manager, Silk Road's onboarding platform and the processes that we improved allowed me to engage with my new hire immediately on day one. I don't really have to apologize for the fact that they used to have to spend an hour or so filling out paperwork because they've already done that before they joined us. Also, they're able to log into our systems and access them right away, and that is very, very important to us from a productivity standpoint. So the advice I'd have for peers who are selecting an onboarding platform is to map out your process before you go to market. Understand what you're trying to accomplish, understand if it's realistic, improve your process, and then get the system that's going to support that process.
My favorite quote that I've heard thus far is actually from someone in IT, which was, "It used to be terrible, and now it's okay." So I think that not only has Silk Road helped improve the new hire experience, because essentially we're making contact with people earlier. It gives us an excuse to make contact earlier. We've integrated things like we now send people a gift before they start. And so not only are we reaching out to say, hey, you're gonna get a link to then do your HR paperwork, tax documents, so that when you get in day one, we can just have a conversation about what's working at Akin Gump is gonna be like. But we also get to say, we're so excited that you're gonna join us. Here's a gift, and we look forward to seeing you soon. So I think it's helped us personalize the new hire experience. But I also think, to me, one of the biggest benefits is that all of our internal teams who touch the onboarding process have also seen a major impact on their ability to do their jobs as best as possible.
Most recently, I received an email from a new employee who said, boy, you have this onboarding process down. And what she meant by that is that on her first day, it was all about the culture. Just the tone of that feedback was positive. She was impressed. It's like, we got this down. And that, from my point of view as the chief officer and the leader and frankly the visionary of what I was trying to accomplish with partnering with Silk Road, there it was, right, in black and white. As the chief, I had a vision for the onboarding and integration process that not only was to modernize the process, but for me it's about the experience of the individual. And when you put a process in place where, like I've said, where there's touch points and there's opportunities to connect with them on an individual, personal level, I think that will only benefit the firm, because our brand is our people. And we want them to feel like they have made the right decision, and then they're going to give us, all of their effort and help us move our law firm forward.